What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some new information to share with you today about some new $500 monthly stimulus checks that was just approved. Also in this video, we have information that's leading us to receiving more stimulus checks as the recession continues to take place. Yes, lawmakers are talking about providing more money. Also, we have one governor that could be running for president in 2024, and they want to give out inflation checks to help Americans fight through these economic times. And last but not least, we have a new bill on the table from Congress that could save you about $240 per year. So in order to keep this video short, don't forget how much a simple press of the like button it does for this video and for this channel. And also, guys, I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers before the end of this year. So if you could help a brother out, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now. But anyways, guys, hey, let's jump right into the video. And first off, I want to go ahead and start this video off with some updated news on President Biden's situation with COVID.
Let me start by apologizing my voice. I'm feeling much better than I sound. You know, we're meeting today on gas prices, and we have some really good news. Gas prices are coming down. In fact, gas prices have fallen every day this summer for 38 days in a row.
So guys, as you can see, President Biden is doing rather well, and that is some very good news being the president of this country. And they just came out and stated that he was likely infected with the highly contagious Omicron variant of BA.5. They are saying that right here likely stemmed from the Omicron subvariant BA.5, currently the most dominant strain of the virus in the United States, according to a letter from the White House physician. Now, it does say that BA.5 is so transmissible and different enough from previous versions that even those with immunity from prior Omicron infections may not have to wait long before failing or falling ill to this virus. And according to a new study that found that BA.5 is 4 times as resistant to vaccines as previous strains. The president is fully vaccinated as well as receiving a second booster shot that he received back in March. So again, like the video showed, that he is doing rather well, and that is some good news. Also, we heard from Dr. Anthony Fauci, in which he states that his concerns about President Biden are rather slim right now, and that he is doing very well. So that is definitely some good news that we are hearing about the president right now. That makes the former president Donald Trump having COVID, in which he survived it. So that is some good information, as well as President Biden looks to be coming out of this okay as well, having these mild symptoms. But anyways, guys, we'll keep you guys posted as usual. But other news in regards to a different type of virus. Yes, the WHO actually said that monkeypox is now declared as a global emergency. Yes, the World Health Organization declared on Saturday that monkeypox, which has spread to more than 70 countries, is now a global emergency. The declaration by the UN Health Agency could lead to investment in treating the disease, but it could also lead to a shortage for already scarce vaccines in this country. Now, the WHO's global emergency designation puts monkeypox in the same category as the COVID-19 pandemic. There are now more than 16,000 cases of monkeypox outside of Africa, roughly 5 times the number when the advisors met back in June and declined to formally declare it as a public health emergency. So yes, guys, this is just another virus that we need to be concerned about in this country. Initially, we were thinking that we really didn't have to worry about it because it was showing that it was only affecting males that participated in some rather distinguished types of activities. I won't say that on this channel, but now they are saying that it's actually spreading even more than what they initially thought that it would do, in which 16,000 cases around the country or the world have been diagnosed with monkeypox. So again, guys, you must keep yourself safe in regards to COVID-19 as well as monkeypox. And then yesterday I reported that one person was actually diagnosed for polio, which we haven't seen since 2013. So will that particular polio spread and involve more cases within the few weeks or months? We don't know, guys, but keep your eyes out, keep posted, and you might want to start wearing your mask once again, guys. We just don't know what is lurking out there. I think there's some corruption going on, but Who knows, guys? That's just my personal opinion. But moving on, we haven't talked about anything related to the Russia invasion on Ukraine lately, and that is because it continues to be a blink show. But we do have some information in regards to that just happened because this past week, Russia and Ukraine both agreed that they were going to go ahead and sign a UN-backed deal that would allow them to resume some of the grain exports via using the Black Sea. So that looks like there was some form of cooperation between both of them, in which all other countries are suffering right now because Ukraine is known for producing large amounts of grain. Well, Russia and Ukraine decided to go ahead and sign a deal to actually allow those ports to be used to actually get those grains out of the country. Well, that sounds like some great news, guys. But of course, in typical Russian fashion, after they made this deal with Ukraine, they actually sent warheads and attacked Ukraine, their Black Sea port, in wake of the grain deal. Yes, guys, this is definitely horrific. Russian missiles hit Ukraine's Black Sea ports of Odessa hours after Moscow and Kyiv signed the deal to allow those grain exports to resume from that location. The Ukrainian foreign minister denounced Saturday's strike as spit in the face of Turkey and the United Nations, which brokered the agreement. Now, 2 Russian cruise missiles hit the port's infrastructure, and Ukrainian air defenses brought down 2 others. The Ukrainian military Southern Command said it didn't specify the damage or say whether the strike caused any casualties, and it took less than 24 hours for Russia to launch a missile attack on this port, breaking its promises and undermining its commitments before the UN and Turkey under this particular agreement. Guys, does this surprise you? I mean, Putin is very vicious. He just doesn't care at all. He does not play by any rules whatsoever, guys. But like I said before, guys, in previous videos, we will continue to keep those in our prayers during this particular time. And we were referring to those individuals in Ukraine, which I believe this same attack on the Black Sea ports actually had 2 Americans in that location. And those 2 Americans lost their lives, guys. But anyways, we will continue to keep those in our prayers in the meantime. But moving on to some potentially stimulus update news, guys, we do have Congress Senator Elizabeth Warren. She is now seeking a new bill in Congress that is going to save millions of dollars for taxpayers, which is going to provide up to $240 per year in savings from this potential bill. Now, it says that in a bid to cut down the cost and time spent preparing tax returns, Senator Elizabeth Warren and 22 other government lawmakers have presented new legislation to simplify the tax filing process for millions of Americans. Now, this Tax Filing Simplification Act of 2022 was introduced by Warren and her colleagues on July the 13th and would oblige the IRS to establish a new online tax preparation and filing service without third-party providers sharing, according to an Accounting Today. Now, additionally, the new legislation will allow taxpayers to download third-party provided tax data into their preferred tax prep software and make it easier to calculate benefit claims using something similar to the current child tax credit for non-filer tool. So, yes, guys, according to Senator Warren, 77% of Americans polled recently approved of this particular bill. And they're saying that on average, the American spends about 13 hours and $240 every year to file their taxes. That's too much time and too much money, according to Elizabeth Warren in a statement. She said that, look, this is the result of corporations like Intuit sabotaging the free file program to rake in large profits. Now, Congress should pass my Tax Filing Simplification Act, and the IRS itself can and should adopt my plan to simplify the tax filing process for millions of Americans and lower their costs altogether. So, guys, on face, This sounds like a pretty good idea. Don't you guys agree? I mean, it does take individuals a lot of time to prepare their tax filings every single year just to find out that they have to send the IRS more money, even though the IRS knows exactly how much you actually owe them. So yes, guys, I think this is just a step in the right direction to improve the broken system from the IRS itself, guys. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, guys. I'm curious to see how you feel about this potential new particular bill that is in legislation right now. On to some other stimulus update news. Hey, Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida is now convinced that President Biden's stimulus has caused inflation in this country. And he says that his solution is to use Biden's stimulus to send out inflation relief checks to Floridians. Now, my question is, does he only want to send it to Floridians, or does he want to send it to the entire country? Let's go ahead and check down below. Now, in a statement from Ron DeSantis, he said that, look, you cannot print trillions and trillions of dollars and expect there not to be some effect on the back end. And yes, I would agree. Now, it does say that economics would say that if you spend and print and spend and print, that is going to drive up the cost of everything. And so that's what we're seeing right now. But also, as DeSantis noted, that the 40-year high inflation that Floridians are experiencing in 2022 is really a problem. Now, like I said, guys, that is not the only problem for Floridians. It is a problem for everyone in America and probably in other countries as well. But it says that last week, DeSantis announced a new strategy to offset the cost of rising inflation, especially on the brink of a new school year. The state of Florida is giving you $450 for each child in your care, DeSantis wrote in a letter accompanying the particular checks. Now, he says that, look, this one-time payment can be used for anything from buying diapers to filling up at the gas pumps. Now, where does this money come from? Yes, in part, the very same stimulus DeSantis derived for its supposedly inflationary impact. The governor will use $35.5 million that Florida received from federal COVID-19 relief funds to mail checks to nearly 59,000 foster and adoptive families in the state of Florida. And yes, in a statement or a tweet from Pshaw said that, look, the federal government causes inflation by deficit spending. Stimulus checks are part of that. By contrast, the budget surplus in Florida is at the state level and it's already money in existence. We do not print money here. Now, her defense did not alleviate all concerns, and some people followed up by arguing that the payments could still be inflationary because money in the budget surplus is not in the circulation the same way as cash injection directly into residents' pockets like we have seen in the past. So again, guys, yes, this is some issues that we're dealing right now. And also, DeSantis is potentially running for the presidency in 2024. But I will beg the question, is he only fighting for Floridians, or is he going to be fighting for the American people? We still don't know yet, guys. But from his comments and his statements, it looks like he is only concerned about Floridians right now. But could that change within the next month or so? Yes, it could. But so far, we haven't seen it yet coming from Governor Ron DeSantis. And last but not least, guys, we do have some information in regards to Americans are going to be getting $500 in monthly stimulus checks or direct payments for at least 2 years. That's around $12,000, guys. And yes, it says that, look, Americans are set to get a total of $12,000 in monthly payments over the next 2 years. This will apply to 110 residents in Des Moines metropolitan area of Iowa, as the council has approved of $500,000 in funding for this particular program. Now, it says in total, the Universal Basic Income Program is expected to cost around $2.5 million and is being led by nonprofit organization Mid-Iowa Health Foundation. Now, the chief executive officer, Nalo Johnson, told Axios that roughly $1.8 million in funds have been raised so far. She also said that the monthly direct payments of $500 will launch this year, with the first round of stipends going going out sometime in February. Now, while the program will go out to low-income residents, the exact income barriers have not been made available at this time. Now, although it's unclear if there will be an application process or how participants will be selected, the pilot seeks to support the economic health of the community by improving the ways in which community members show up in the workforce due to the reduced burdens brought on by the stresses associated with poverty. Now, across the country, dozens of cities and states are offering UBI or Universal Basic Income and conducting studies on how it reduces poverty in that particular location. For example, eligible residents in Mountain View, California will be able to apply for $500 UBI program here very soon. So yes, guys, this is some good information that 110 low-income families will be receiving this particular UBI or Universal Basic Income in the amount of $500 monthly payments per month for up to 2 years, which is a total of $12,000. Now, this is particularly referencing to those individuals that live in Des Moines, Iowa. So again, guys, hey, I hope you enjoyed all of this information in this video today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now because it's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us, as it really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.